Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Let's solve the problem iterator for combination. So design an iterator class which has a constructor that takes a string characters of sorted distinct lowercase English letters and a number combination length as arguments, a function next that returns the next combination of combination length in lexicographically order, and a function has next that returns true if and only if there exists a next combination. So for example, we have to initialize our combination iterator class with the characters string ABC and the combination length of 2. So if we generate all the combination of length 2 from the ABC of and also the lexicographically order, so we will have get 3 AB, AC and BC. So we have to return based on the call. So first, if we call the next, then we need to return first one is AB, second one is AC, third one is BC, and so on. And after that, has next should be return the false. So the constraints in this problem is the combination length between 1 to 15, and there will be at most 10 to the power 4 functions calls per test case. It is guaranteed that all the calls of the function next are valid. So next always be valid whenever it called. So this is a class we have to design. So how do we solve this problem? So for solving this problem, what we can do, first of all, we will generate all the combinations from the given string. So let's say we have this ABC. If we generate all the combination of length, here combination length is 2. So one which will be AB, another is AC, and the another one is BC. So these are the 3 combinations of length 2 can be generated from this characters string, and in it is, this is also in a lexicographically order. So once we generate, we will store these combinations into some data structure, list or queue or stack something, and based on this we will return every time from here. Like if it is a next call, we will return from here, then we will shift. So for easiness, we will store this into the queue data structure. So now the thing is how we will generate this in the lexicographical order. So we will do one thing, we will keep the start index, let it call ST, and the K and the result like so far string, we will keep so far string which will be built from the empty so far string, and the K which is a combination length. So if this initially we will start index from 0, and the so far string is initially started with the empty string, and K is a combination length which is 2 we need to generate. So first from the ABC we will get the first index character. So we have the original string characters which is ABC. So first we will get the A in so far, then we will update the start index, this will become 1 and A will be here, and the K will become 1 here as well. Then after that we will call again, so this will become a start for the next will be 2, and this will become AB, and K is become here 0. So once K reach to the 0, which means we got the one of this string is our so far is the combination string of combination lengths. So we will store this in our queue. Similarly, if we go, we will skip the B and we get the start for C is 3, this will be A of C, and the K will become again 0 here. So this is another, and from here then we will took the B instead of A, and this will be one case, and then again we will move to this will be 3, then VC, and K will become 0. So this is what another third one. If we go to here into the C, which is like 3 start index, and this will be C, and K is 1 here. So further we can't go, so we are going from the left to right, just processing. Why we are doing? Because our original characters, if you see in the problem, is already sorted and are distinct, sorted and distinct. So we are processing only creating all the combination from the left to right. So this is how we will generated all the combination, and this one and this one is our combination, 3 combination which are also in the lexicographically orders. So this we can keep in our data structure Q, like first AB, then is C, and the last one is BC. Now we can check here, when we get the first next call, we will remove this AB and return AB. Then if we check has next, so this is still our queue size is not empty, so we will return true here. So, and when we got next call, we will return AC. If we got another next call, we will return VC. Now if we get has next call, now our queue is empty, so we have to return false here. So this is how the approach. So let's implement this code. Very easy, I guess, but just you should know little bit about how to generate the combination. So queue of string, we will maintain this queue, and let's start into initialize this queue into the constructor by using a linked list in the Java. Now we need to generate all the, so let it call generate method, and we will pass here characters, this characters, input characters, and the index, start index will start initially from the 0, and so far string will start from the empty, and the combination length itself, we will pass the combination length itself, and here we will also pass this queue as a reference, so that will generate all the. So here we will create a private method void, and name is same as this guy, generate, and we will define here string. So let's character shorthand with the s itself, and the start index is start, and the after that the string, another string which is so far, let it call, and the combination length, let it call it as a k, and the queue. So this will be the queue of string, and name it as queue. So once we got this, now we will check if k becomes 0 as discussed. So if k is 0, we will add the so far into our queue, queue dot add so far, and return from here, because we can't go further ahead for this string. Otherwise we just iterate all the possible cases from int I, start from the start index to go I less than characters dot length. So we change characters to s, so this will be s dot length and I plus plus. Now we will call the generate method again for the s, and start will become I plus 1 from, and then the so far will get the character plus s dot caret, the current character is added into the so far, and the k will be reduced by 1 because we process the 1, and the queue it is as it is as a reference. So this will be generate all the combinations. Once we generate all the combinations, for the next method we just simply return queue dot poll every time, as it is already mentioned that all the next are valid, so we don't have to check anything for empty and all here. And here we just return, if queue is empty, then we have to return false, otherwise. So if queue is not empty, we have to return true. So is empty, queue is empty, so we will return this call. So this is the implementation. Let's compile the code and see if it is compiling and passing the current test case. Yes, it is. So let's submit the code. So it is accepted. So what is the time complexity of this code? So if you see, the next and has next is a time complexity of O1, but the constructor is generating all the combination, there is a time complexity. So let's understand here. So for the string of length 3 and this combination length size 2, so let it call a string of length which is given is n, and the combination length is r. So if you see here, we are generating total 6 possibilities. So this time complexity is n plus r minus 1 choose to combination CR. So which is in case our 3 plus 2 minus 1 C2, which is 4C2, and which is 6. So this is how the time complexity of this solution. So try it out, and if you like my solution, like the video and subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon and share in your friend circles. Thanks for watching.